Angel. Hey, girl, how you doing? What took you so long to get here? Anyway, I'm happy that you came back. It's your girl, Ty, aka Talks with Ty, the podcast, and I appreciate you clicking on this video. If you haven't, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Also, I need you to do me one quick favor. Go on over to Spotify and iTunes, okay? Podcast, that is. Type in TalksWitTyTuesdayz and hit that follow button. That way, if you miss me here on YouTube, you're able to catch me while you're riding to work or just you need a minute to decompress. Come on in the room, girl. Let's talk about it. It's your girl, Ty. I'm so happy you came back. Now stay tuned for the episode. Hit that like and share button. I'll see you in a sec. Welcome home, Angel, and welcome to Talks with Ty, the podcast. It's your girl, Ty, and I thank you so much for checking us out. Listen, join us weekly as we discuss all things life. You heard it right, and I mean life, adult life, that is. We're going into season 3, 2024, and we're excited about everything that we have coming to you this season. Join us as we are live interacting with family, friends, guys, girls, talking about everything life brings. Make sure that you're following us on our social media outlets on TikTok at Talks with Ty, the podcast, Facebook at Talks with Ty, and Instagram at TalksWitTy_. I look forward to seeing you. Come on in the room and let's talk about it. It's your girl, Ty. I'll catch you in the next episode. Out with the old, in with the new car, new crib, new nigga too. Life moves so fast, let go of the past. Love a little more, cherish what you have.
Cherish what you have.
12, hold your glasses high,
make your wish and blow it
to the sky.
Is this gonna be the best year
of your life?
Yes, sir.
Of your life.
Yeah.
La 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la.
I'm late as hell, y'all. Dang, I'm late. What in the world? I am so late. So listen, y'all, I normally do my show at 8, and I've kind of gotten into the habit of doing it at 8. But this week, I do not have cheerleading practice. I gave the cheerleaders a week off. So I've been coming home, getting stuff done, kind of doing some things that I need to do for my businesses. I have officially opened up my Etsy storefronts. Okay. We are Divine Prints KT on Etsy. You could go there. You could purchase your Divine Prints gear. You could purchase your Talks with Ty, the podcast gear. We are up, running, and live. Okay. T-shirts starting at $15, sweaters starting at $25. You could go there. You could purchase your gear. I'm working on designs, okay? So I only have a few. We have some Black History Month designs up there. We have some official Divine Prints KT gear. I'm going to have like an actual Divine Prints t-shirt line. So those are like exclusive designs for my t-shirt line. Then I have like my Talks with Ty. It's also up there. I got some Black History Month and a couple Valentine's Day designs up there. So yeah, go. Yeah, I think that was a mosquito in here. It's not even hot enough for no mosquito. That bug just tried it. But I'm trying to get everything together. Okay. It's a lot when you are balancing a lot, but when you got the vision, you can do that. Okay. So welcome home, Angel. Come on, let's get into the show. Welcome home, Angel. and welcome back to Talks with Ty, the podcast. This is another episode of Talks with Ty Tuesdays. And as I always say, I am so happy that you came back. I'm so grateful that you chose to rock with me. You didn't have to, but you did. And I am so happy that you are here. Okay, if this is your first time joining me, girl, young man, young king, young queen, what took you so long to get here? You are finally here. Welcome home. Okay. Today is February the 6th, 2024, and we are live right there. We're about to get into some things. Okay. I'm not going to have a super duper long show tonight, but we are going to get into some meat and potatoes. Okay. You know that to be a fact. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming in the room. Without further ado, you already know what time it is. So with that being said, all right, you already know what time it is, okay? I need everybody to grab their glass, whatever they're drinking. Okay, grab your glass and
So right on down, and let's get into what we came to get into. Okay?
all right. So tonight I am drinking some good old. I don't really like Deer Park, but this is all I have right now. So I'm drinking some Deer Park and some muddy water. Okay. So y'all like my mug? I will be adding mugs to the Etsy shop very soon. So this is really like just me learning. This is a 3D design. It is official to my store. Okay. It's a Starbucks coffee inspired cup. Okay. With the Goof Troop 3D design on it. Okay. So I'm still working on how to perfect these. As you can see, it's a little off up top at the bottom, but we coming a long way. Okay, so mugs like these. So I won't have too many like I probably will have this one available. I have a couple designs that I've created and some that I've come across that I'm going to add to our Etsy shop. Again, that's Divine Prince KT DIVINEPRINTZ. Let me go ahead and put it in the banner for y'all. Etsy shop Divine Prince with a ZKT. Okay, that is the official Etsy shop. That's our Divine Prince. That's my printing business. And under there, you will find all your Talks with Ty gear, along with everything that I do with printing. Okay. And crafting. I'm going to be selling some digital templates for crafters. Like I have a lot of things coming to that shop. It's a work in progress. So hold your horses, but your girl is working. I'm literally working and I'm working. Okay. I'm working so I ain't got to work for nobody else. You know, y'all, it is such a blessing when you ain't got to, but you do it for the purpose, like for real. So, yeah, y'all already know what it is. But it's time to get into the show. Let's do what we came here to do. Let's do what we came here to do. Trying to find what I need. Ooh, 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 ooh. 45, 47. All right, before we start off the show, y'all know what I like to do. I like to get into a little something called Ty's Jewel of the Day. And Ty's Jewel of the Day for today, we're going to go ahead and get into that real quick. How about it? Ty's Jewel of the Day. Let go of what you think you should have gained and look at what you have achieved. People who attach their happiness to outcomes are never satisfied because they miss the beauty in the unfolding. Relax. Things are going to work out for you. Learn to enjoy the flow. What is meant for you will never miss you. And what is sent to you is intended to teach and create the new you. When you focus on your progress, you inspire yourself to keep going after more. What a man thinketh, so he will become. Be watchful of what you think and protect your thoughts. For what's inside must come out. And that's good or bad. No matter what, keep growing through. Love your girl. Hi. Okay. So that's Taj's Jewel of the Day for today. All right. Listen, our thoughts are very, very important. Okay. What we think is what we become. It's called manifestation. Right? That's like a real thing. What you concentrate on, if you walking around all day with negative thoughts about how things didn't happen or how things didn't go right or what you missed, then you're never going to get what's next to come. You're not going to see it. You're not going to have the mindset that's going to be clear enough for you to get what you need. We got to change that thinking. We got to be in control of our thoughts. Like when I just started learning how to be in control of my thoughts, I'm telling y'all, man, my life changed for real. And I wasn't always in control of my thoughts. It is a process. It's a process of controlling your thoughts is a process of getting all your baggage, dumping it out, sorting through it, fixing what needs to be fixed so that you can have a clean slate, a clear mind, and then progressing forward in growth, in life, in accepting all things, and knowing that everything is working for you. Like that mindset change happens once you start dealing with yourself. Like you don't really have a choice, right? It for some reason, my I don't know what's going on here, but my record for my audio is acting up again. And it's just not letting me record, y'all. Okay, I'm not doing with that tonight. Okay, you don't have to let me record. We're going to move right along. How about that? Let me go ahead and close this iPad because I don't even want it to be up in my way. So let's talk about tonight's show. Tonight, we're going to be talking about provisions. Provision. Let's look up some definitions because y'all already know how I like to get down. Okay. When I talk about things, I like to really I want people to understand what I'm talking about. Okay. So provision. The definition according to Google, there's a couple of definitions, okay? As a noun, provision, the act of providing or supplying something for use. Similar. Supply, provide, deliver, furnishing. Okay. Provision, the action of providing or supplying something for use. I said of use, for use. That's provision. The act of providing or supplying something for use. It has to be used. Okay. Provision is not for you to just get what it is, whatever the provision is, right? You receive it, you get it, you accept it, and then you do nothing with it. That is not what provision is. It is the action of providing or supplying something for use, meaning, hey, I'm giving you this to use it. This is your provision, okay? And that is very important about what I'm going to be talking about, okay? Provision. Let's get into it. All right. So I speak to you as I speak to myself. Y'all only know I get up here and I talk about me. Now, if the shoe fit, get on in here with me and wear it. Because I'm going through some things, growing through some things. How about that? Okay. Stop saying you're waiting on God to bless you. Stop. God already blessed you. He gave you the vision. And let me tell y'all something about provision. Let me tell y'all something about provision that comes from God. it will nag at you and sit in your ear like a nest of gnats until you do it. Okay. It's going to keep popping back up and popping back up. And you may have every excuse in the world as to why you cannot complete the provision, the gift that God has placed upon you. Everybody cannot do anything. If there is a business, something that you have had this idea to start, something that God's been telling you to do, whatever it is, right? Whatever the thing is, let me tell you, it's going to get done. It's going to get done whether you do it when he tell you to do it or whether you try to run around the block 10,000 times to avoid it and then you finally end up doing it anyway. It's going to get done. One thing I know for sure, y'all know I call myself, this year I started calling myself a serial entrepreneur. Right. And the reason why I started calling myself that is because I wear a lot of hats in the act of starting or being the creator of something, of a provision. You put that out there. And the blessing is these are all things that I can make money from. Some people receive provision and they may be acts and they're not monetary, right? God puts it on your heart for you to do something and there is no monetary value for it. So this is how I've always this is how I ended up coming to the conclusion that a part of my purpose is to be of service because I'm always in the service realm. Any provision that I receive, anything that God blesses my heart with, my soul with, that he placed upon me to do, it's of service. Like it's never outside of serving someone or providing a service. So I understand like that's a part of my purpose, right? And anytime I'm operating outside of that, it don't work. So I just stay in that. The blessing is I'm able to make money, right? I'm able to make money from doing hair with that skill. I'm able to make money with crafting. This podcast is not so much about making money, but there are ways to make money from creating content. So that's a blessing, right? This is not really everything about this podcast has been a blessing to me. Like God provides when it comes to talks, when it comes to all of my businesses. I start from nothing and I look back and I'm like, dag. And I say this because, and the reason why I'm talking about provision tonight is because it's something that I have struggled with in the past, starting something and not finishing it, or starting something and things get a little rough. And I say to myself, I'm not supposed to be doing this when I know the original idea came from my spirit. It wasn't something that I would have done. I did everything to get away from doing hair. I jumped off the porch. I went to school, like got finished, did what I did in school, did 2 years of school, went in the Navy. Like I did everything but everything to keep me away from doing hair, only to retire and do hair. I could have did it after high school. And the truth is, that's what I was supposed to be doing. But I wanted to do everything else. And it's not that the other things that I did were not a blessing, because they were. They absolutely were. But I still ended up back in my purpose. Could my life have been a lot different? Probably. Could I probably be a multimillionaire by now? Yes. Okay. Given, oh gosh, had I took hair back then, oh my Lord. But it's okay. I still ended up. So I started a hair business, and while I was 100% in that business, it did very well. I have taken a step back from doing hair. I only provide custom units right now. And I do have a few clients. That's it. I am not taking new clients, guys. Okay. Just the people that I have. If you want me, get a unit. I'll make a unit for you and we could go that route. That's what I do. And I also provide extensions. So I have that. That's Touch by Ty Ergo. Then, I get out. God had put on my heart coaching. Like, you're going to go somehow, some way. My spirit had just put that in front of me. Like, I'm like, coaching? Like, what? Now I'm coaching cheerleading. Pouring into the lives of other girls, being of service, right? I started this Talks with Ty podcast years ago. I was still active duty when Anchor first came out. Okay. And it was Anchor FM, and you could talk in your phone. And if you go back to Talks with Ty, if you go to Anchor or any of Apple iTunes, any podcast streaming, you go all the way down like 2020, and you see like my early video, you listen to my early audio. Like that's me driving in a car. This was before they had the wireless mics. This was before like all of that. I'm telling you, like I didn't even know what I was doing. It was just on my heart to talk about what I was going through in my life at the time and how I was feeling, but life always got in the way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I knew I was supposed to be doing something with this. And every time I would stop, it would always be drawn back. Me and my mother started a podcast. I knew that I was supposed to be talking to people about my life. Whatever it is about my life, like God wanted me to talk about it. And I have to be brutally honest about it. Like I share things that I really don't want to share, but it's not for me, right? It's not about me. And in this process, I'm learning more and more that my life isn't about me, that I have to humble myself, that I have to use the provision. I don't have a choice, right? And see, I'm one to come up with an excuse, right? When God blesses you with the idea, something that you're supposed to be doing, right? Think about it. God could have blessed you with something, told you to do it 10 years ago, and now you're just doing it. Either way, you're doing it, right? Or you do something, you stop, you do something. But somehow, some way, you always come back to that thing because that's your provision. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, a lot of people might be doing it, but it's something that you're supposed to be doing. Out of the blue, crap like doing t-shirts came. And I'm like, what in the heck? What does this have to do? But then it made a lot of sense because I started coaching. And my girls needed shirts and they needed uniforms for travel and they needed this and they needed that. And I'm in the inner city. Not everybody can afford that stuff all the time. So now I'm making things for my girls. I'm learning the art of crafting and I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much that I start looking into things to do with crafting. And not only that, this business is something that's very easy to teach my boys. This is very much something that I could see Anthony and Zamir like doing after me, selling digital products. I got templates coming. I'm about to start selling digital party favor products, stuff that you don't need to hire anybody to do. You get the glossy paper, you print it out. I'm going to go on YouTube and show you how to do it. All this is like, y'all, when I tell you I'm working, I'm so working. We're working on, I'll be this year, starting probably around the summertime, probably around the late summer, early fall, we'll be doing memorial favors. So things for people whom have passed on. I'm getting into memorial T-shirts for groups, getting into memorial flags for the grave site, getting into memorial candles, flower decor or templates for the people whom have passed on to go into flower decor. Like I'm really working on some stuff. Like I told y'all, I got mugs coming. I'm just so grateful that I'm even in a place to receive it and to be able to do it. And I'm grateful, right? And this is about like provision, fully stepping in without stopping or without being hesitant. Do it. Just do it. If God gave you the vision to do it, do it. When you take one step, he will take two. I'm telling you. I used to be a person that waited. I had every excuse why I couldn't do certain things. Yeah, I'm thirsty. Oh my goodness. I had a excuse of why I couldn't do certain things. Oh, I don't have enough money to do it. Oh, I don't have the equipment. oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, right? It was every excuse in the world as to why I couldn't do certain things. And then I just started doing it. And then I started learning and just like opening up to this world of endless possibilities. So now, like, I wear many hats and I never get overwhelmed. I just, how do I say this? So yesterday I just talked about what I went through on Sunday. Um, getting out of a situation that I wasn't supposed to be in any longer. My job was done. And how I felt that weight just like I really did feel like a weight lifted. But when that stopped, I felt like so much time opened up. I think about the past 2 weeks, like I hadn't really done anything in business and how stagnant and how I had let almost 14 days go by and I didn't do anything. So, like, looking at the amount of work that I got done yesterday and today in my business, goals that I set, like, and life gets in the way like that. Sometimes we cloud our provision. We let life start the life and we let all these things get in the way, and the provision is no longer in reach, right? So we can't see what we need to see. It's not until things start falling out of place.
It start getting crazy. People start rolling out. You might go through a little heartache or heartbreak. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. And that's when you see your provision again.
Oh, it's clear. And it's in the same place where you put it down at before you let all the things of life get in your way. Stop procrastinating. God will provide. I don't know how. Don't ask me how. Well, how, Ty? My situation looked like this. I'm going through this. Hell coming from left and right. I'm water up above my head. I can't breathe. How is God going to provide? It's no absolutely way. It's no absolutely. It's absolutely no way God will provide.
I'm about that. I'm out that, Ty. Provide for me.
He will provide. When you are in alignment with what you are supposed to be doing. I don't know how he gonna do it. I just know, as good as I'm sitting here talking to you, that when you are in alignment with what you are supposed to be doing, when you are walking in what it is that God placed on your heart for you to do, he will provide. I don't know how, but I know he do it every single time. I don't know how God provides for me, but when I look up, everything that I need is there. And no, I'm not saying that he gonna provide when you want him to. I'm not saying that it's gonna be in your time. I'm not saying that it's even gonna make sense to you, but he will do it. That's one thing I know. You could call me a lot. Do something that God told you to do and show me where he ain't provide for you. Do something that your spirit told you to get up and do and show me where show me. Like, show me. Every time I do something that my spirit tells me to do, it works. Period. It works. Every time. Not sometimes, every time. The moment that I start doing what I want to do, oh, hell.
Oh, hell about to break loose. The moment I veer on off and think I got it under control. Okay?
But when I am doing and walking and in, I don't even worry because I know, okay, well, you told me to do this. You revealed this to me. Prepare me to be able to handle whatever come with it. See, I talk different. Provision has me looking at things a totally different way. When something is put on my spirit for me to do, okay. And there have been things that have been put on my spirit that I did not want to do. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the bike. Okay? There have been things that have been put on my spirit for me to do that I didn't want to do. I'd be like,
I know you lie. Tell the truth to shame the devil. I know you lie. You don't want me to do that.
and guess what? I still got to do it. I still got to do it. I still have to do it. I still got to do it. The moment that you make the conscious decision to follow whatever it is, whatever that thing is, and I don't know, it could be to start that gym. It could be to start that catering business. It could be to go back to school. It could be to get your degree. I don't know what it is. I don't know whatever the thing is. It could be to start a family. It could be to marry that man, marry that woman. They the one. It could be
to leave that lazy ass nigga and that man and that woman with her twinkling tail alone.
I don't know what that provision is for you, but what I'm here to tell you is at the moment that you decide to do it, you're going to be all right. And I'm going to tell you something else about provision, something that a lot of people do not like to talk about. Sometimes provision, most of the time, provision requires separation. In order for you to get up from somewhere, right? If you're sitting or you're in a space, in order for you to move, it requires separation. You have to leave whatever space you're in. You have to get up and depart from whatever chair you're sitting in and go wherever it is that you have to go. Provision requires separation. There is no way that you can successfully fulfill whatever it is that God needs you to fulfill in your provision being attached to anything but him. And it's separation, departing like elevation. The only way for you to level up is to leave the level that you're on. It's like playing a video game, right? In order for you to get to the next level, you have to leave the level in which you are on, meaning all your homies that didn't get to make it to the next level, you leave them behind and you get to go to the next level. And if they should pass, they get to come to the next level with you. If they don't pass that level, they can't go. Like they have to stay at that level until they pass that level and then they go to the next level. And sometimes in your provision, you may be on the same level with people and hey, they're now been awarded to the next level. So they have to depart from you at the level in which you are on and go to the next level. And you're not finished with your level yet. So you have to stay there until you get finished. Leveling up. Success requires departure. You're going to have to leave some people, places, and things behind. Everybody can go. Another thing that's not talked about enough is how necessary it is to protect your provision. The spaces that you're in. Watch who you telling what to. Who you sharing your dreams or whatever it is that's put on you. Who you sharing that with? What are your steps? That's tomorrow's episode. We gonna say that for tomorrow. I ain't gonna get too much into it. Y'all not ready for me tonight. I ain't gonna get too much into it, but I'm just saying we want God to bless us. Everybody want to be on the stage. Everybody want to be on the stage. Everybody want to go viral. Everybody want to be seen. Everybody want to be on the stage. but heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm trying to tell y'all something. I'm cool with being in my space as long as God is pleased. I remember when I first started this platform, I felt like, because I know what I talk about on here, right? And I always felt like it was like, why I ain't never hit? And then I look at where I am in my life and I'm like, that's why. I wouldn't have been ready if I did. You can't ask God to give you something, but not ask him to prepare you for it. And I know y'all hear me say that all the time, but that is like vital. That's like vital. Like I said in Ty's Jewel of the Day, stop worrying about the destination. The journey is the dream, the unfolding, the highs, the lows, the differences, the ups and downs, the departure, the getting back to the unfolding. That's the dream. That's the testimony. That's what you tell people about. Nobody wants to hear what's in your account. They want to know, how did you get to the place where you at? Right? If I ever get the opportunity to talk to certain people, like one person that I would love to like interview is Jay-Z, right? Another person is Oprah. I want to talk about their journey. I don't care. It's obvious that they're millionaires, billionaires. What did you go through? That's what I want to talk about. Tell me about a time where you were ready to quit, but for whatever reason you didn't. Tell me about the time that you was ready to throw in the towel, but God showed up. Like, tell me that. I want to know about the journey. I don't care. Like, you're already rich. Like, what the heck? Like, unless you finna give me some money, it's not gonna help me, right? But you talking about your journey will. It's the unfolding. That's the dream. It's the staying up late at night. Y'all, I was up. Oh my God. Like I said, once you depart from certain things, other stuff opens up for you to step fully into your provision, right? So I had time yesterday. And I did so much. I stayed up till 12 o'clock. I had no intention on doing a shirt design release, like none. But because I had all the time, I was able to complete my content, my graphics, get everything uploaded last night, start on that, finish it today, come home. I done made some prints, some stuff that I'm gifting someone tomorrow, made myself something because I'm like, it's Black History Month and I have not wore a Black History shirt. And there's no way that I can be out here selling stuff and I'm not rocking it. And plus I need to create the content. Y'all, I was able to do so much. That's why I'm late coming on tonight. Like I'm telling you, take the one step. If he gives you provision, you were built to do it. He doesn't give you more than you can bear. Don't think that the idea is too big for you. Don't think that it's too much for you. As God has opened my eyes to all these things, I'm like, geez, I don't, what else, man? Like because the gifts, visions are like babies. You got to take care of them. You got to nurture them. You got to pour into them. It's a development process with a vision before it reaches the point. You got to nurture it. Like you got to take care of, you got to raise the vision. And so when you have too much, it can be overwhelming. It can be enough. But sometimes you realize that you have help and it's not just for you. I've been blessed with help, so certain things are not just for me. God gave me the vision. I had the problem. I said, hey, I can't do this. And he gave me the help. Just like that. That's how I know I'm supposed to be doing it. And he continuously is giving me continues to supply me with the resources that I need to be great. I'm not missing nothing in 2024. I'm coming for everything that's for me. I don't know about nobody else. I'm not concerned. I don't have time. I don't want to talk to nobody else. I don't even have the time to entertain you or any foolery for that fact. I'm trying to get to this money. I got a shirt on my website say, thou shalt get money 24/7. Thou shalt get money 24/7. and I mean it. That's where I'm at. I'm in my seat. This part of my life, it's called run it up. Let's go. All that. I need all that work. Let's go. We running it up for the rest of 2024. Y'all with me on that? We going into these provisions and we are fulfilling them 110%. We doing it 110%. The provision we in there. We doing the work. We showing up. We taking one step, allowing God to take two. No matter how hard it is, we gonna show up for ourselves because we show up for that job every day with them people that we don't like and that boss that get on our nerves. So if we can show up for that, we can at least show up for us. My cousin said, "I'm so happy you being consistent, Ty." I said, if I could show up for
If I could show up for the fuckery, baby, I can show up for me.
So on the days where I don't feel like doing certain things, I'd be like, let's go. This for you. This ain't for nobody else. You don't want to show up for yourself, but you'll show up for that other stuff. Nah, we're not doing that. I'm not doing that anymore. If I can show up for you, I can show up for me. If I can show up for some mess, I can show up for me, for my progress, for my progression. Stop waiting for somebody to lead you to a place that God already gave you the vision to go. You're wasting time. And time is the one thing that you can never get back. Stop doing that to yourself. Stop waiting for somebody to come and rescue you, to tell you to do it. Do it. Whatever it is, do it. Stop waiting for somebody to come rescue you. They're not coming. And stop saying that you're waiting on God because God is waiting on you. It's waiting on you. In between you and him, there's that little thing called faith. It only has to be as big as a mustard seed. That's it. I hope this helps somebody tonight. I talk to you as I talk to myself. I mean, I've been struggling with my provisions and I've been thinking maybe it's too much. Maybe I shouldn't be doing it, but it's not. And I'm right. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And it feels good. It feels good. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me, man. It's been another episode of Talks with Ty Tuesday. I'm so happy that you guys have joined me, that you've come back. I appreciate you. I love you. All the support is really pouring in. Like the support is really pouring in. It's like really pouring in. And I'm so grateful, man. If you're not already, go ahead and head over to Instagram and follow us on Instagram at TalksWitTy_. We are also on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok at TalksWitTy the podcast. And if you're not already watching us on YouTube, we stream live from YouTube. A lot of people do have my Facebook crew that always come out. Okay. But I also stream live on YouTube. Head on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel. Okay. It helps get me in the algorithm. Like it, share it, all that good stuff. Like, I appreciate you so much. Love you, Lonzo. And like I said, I talked about it earlier, right? We are official. We have our shop now open. This is under my company, Divine Prince, but you will find our Talks with Ty the podcast logo and gear. Okay. Right now, we are offering t-shirts and sweaters. Okay. So head on over. T-shirts are 15, sweaters are 25. I created, I customize it, give you a little logo, a little something, a little swag, and get it out to you. Thanks in advance for all of the love, the support, just the constant showing up, man. It is appreciated because this journey isn't easy. That's one thing for sure, but it's necessary. I will catch you guys tomorrow for Wisdom Wednesdays. Y'all know we go from Sunday to Wednesday, so I will catch you guys tomorrow for Wisdom Wednesdays. We will be coming tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna shoot for 7 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to try to do the 7 o'clock thing again. Listen, turn on your notifications. Turn on your notifications on Facebook. Turn on your notifications on Instagram. Shout out to everybody that watches this on playback. Make sure you share me with somebody. If this message, you know someone that's going through something, they need to hear it. Don't be selfish with me. Share me. Y'all know how I go. Stop playing. Stop playing. Okay, I could do that. I can do that. I will inbox you. Yep. I'll inbox you. No worries. We'll take care of that right after this shizzle. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. It's been another episode of Talks with Ty Tuesday. And as always, I love you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing rest of your evening. Bye. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? What am I looking for?
Human beings have one job. Self-care. Take care of yourself so that when the people you love fall, your arms will be strong.
That's not a flex, that's to let you know I'm not the one who took the order for. Got really tired of waiting that door. Just knowing no right to tell me where to go. So I'm taking it in my hands before I'm only taking back everything that belongs to me. You ain't gonna come through and control Z. Undo all that I have done. I'm back on my way, yeah. Fuck out my face, you won't see me break, cause I know what made me, yeah. Stay out of my lane, hear me when I say